Hello my dear students of Standard 8, welcome you all in today's online class. My dear students, as you know all it very well that we are following periodic test 2 syllabus, that is chapter 11 and chapter 12. So dear students, we have completed chapter 11. The name of the chapter is force and pressure. So dear students, this chapter has been completed by us, and after successful completion of this chapter, question answers and other exercises related problems, exercises just like MCQ and fill in the blanks and very short types question answer you will do yourself, and short answer type question answer and long answer type question answer written format of PDF will be sent to you with the video. Okay, so dear students, all of you must prepare your copy work. So dear students, all of you have to do your copy work within a certain period of time, and after completing your copy you can send to me and it will be informed to you when you have to submit your copy work. So dear students, first of all, be assured from yourself that you have to complete your copy work. So chapter 11 we have discussed a lot of contents regarding the force and pressure, and we have done some types of activities also given in the book. So I hope all of you have learned all the activities, all types of the materials given in the book. So after completing that chapter, so we are moving towards the chapter 12. Chapter 12, friction. This chapter also will be part of periodic test 2 because we have selected 2 chapters from periodic test 2. So within a certain period of time there is a due. So we are trying to accomplish the syllabus within certain period of time. So dear students, this chapter 12, that is friction, and class 8 subject science. So this is the friction, and dear students, there is a relation between chapter 11 and chapter 12. So dear students, so far we are familiar with the word force. Okay, so chapter 11 completely describes the force. What is the force? Generally you have seen that in every actions we have to push or pull an object. So we have to apply the force on object, so the force arises. So dear students, all of you have understood that force is required to push or pull the object. So generally it is said that normal push or pull just refers to the force, obviously, because we are involved in these 2 types of action, pushing or pulling. So normal push or pull, that is force. So dear students, can you imagine sometime a ball which is lying on the ground surface and it is in a moving position? Okay, a ball, suppose that a ball is lying on the ground surface and it is in a moving position. Suppose that this is the ground, okay, and the ball is lying there on the upper surface of the ground and it is a moving position. It is in moving position. Suppose this is the moving, it is in moving position, and sometimes it reaches to this position and it is slowed down, and sliding is continuous by the ball. So dear students, all of you have observed there that after some times the speed of the moving ball gradually decreases. The speed of the moving ball gradually decreases. So what is the going on there? And you have provided the force through which the ball is moving, because the ball, first of all, ball was lying on a stationary positions, and you have provided the force from this side and the ball start to roll. So dear students, during the sliding of the ball on the ground surface, rolling of the ball gradually stops after some times. Okay, so dear students, all of you have seen the effects of force when we are describing about the effects of the force. So in that case you have seen that force is required to stop a moving object, and the force is required to bring the motion in an object. So when you want to change the position of an object, if you want to bring the object in the moving position, so you have to apply the force. But when you have applied the force on the ball and the ball has started to move, and after some time it stops. So force is, we have not applied the force to bring it in stop positions. Automatically the ball, ultimately ball stops. Ball gets stopped. So what was going there? It means there is a force which opposes the motion of a ball, moving ball. all of you have know that there is a force which opposes the moving ball. Suppose this was the first position and this is the second position, and after that the ball comes and it stops. Okay, this was the moving positions. Ball was moving after covering a certain very minimum distance, and it gets stopped. So we can conclude from this observation, and you also can conclude yourself that there is a force which is exerted by the surface of ground on the ball, on the surface of the ball, which opposes the motion of the ball, through which the ball gets stopped. So this types of the force which arises is associated with the friction. This types of the force that arises due to the friction is called the friction. So we can define that. You always remember there that the friction is just kind of force. Friction is also just kind of force. So in that case, in the chapter 11, when we are describing chapter 11, all of you have seen that there were two categories of the force. We have described two categories of the force, contact and non-contact force. So dear students, this is the frictional force is a contact force, because there is a essential conditions that the two surface must be in contact. If the surface are not in contact, the friction force will not be effective. So let us define the friction. What is the friction? Let us describe. इसको हिंदी में घर्षण कहते हैं, आप इसको ऐसे समझ सकते हो. How can you define? Let us define that the force which always opposes. Opposes का मतलब विरोध करता है. इसका मतलब ये बॉल जब रोल कर रही थी, तो ये जो सरफेस में जो ग्राउंड का सरफेस है, सरफेस ऑफ द ग्राउंड, ओके, एंड बॉल का सरफेस were in contact, okay, to each other. So this contact of the force is required. Contact of the force opposes the motion. So the force which always opposes the motion of one object over another object in contact with it is called the friction. So this is the overall phenomena about the friction. So dear students, it means frictional force which arises with the contact of two objects. It means the surface of two objects that comes in contact, and the new types of the force arises, that is known as the frictional force. So we can define the frictional force, that is the opposing force. Overall we can say that frictional force which arises due to contact of the two surfaces, what is the nature of that force? It means this is always opposes the motion. It means this is the opposing force. Now let us describe how can we define the totally frictional force. Okay students, let us take an activity to show that. Let us perform an activity associated with the description. On the basis of that, we can totally describe the frictional force as opposing force. Friction which opposes the motion. Suppose that, dear students, there is a table, okay, and a book is lying on the. Suppose that this is the book, okay, and the book is lying on the table. So dear students, this is the left position, and if you want to bring the motion on the book, so we have to apply the force on book by our hand. So dear students, with the help of our hand, we are applying the force on the book from left side to right side. So the book will move towards the right side. It means we are trying to move the book. Yeah, we are tends to move the book towards the right side. So we have to apply the force from left side. So we are applying the force from left side to carry the object towards the right side. So this types of the force. It means there must be direction in this case. This side must be direction. Okay. Okay, so this is the left side, this is the left side, and this is the right side. Okay, so the book is going on the right side. Book is going on the right side. And what is the direction of the friction? What will be the direction of the friction? The direction of the friction will be opposite. Okay, so book is moving towards the right side, but the force, direction of the frictional force will be always in left side. Okay, so this will be the direction of the friction. So dear friends, when the book was lying on the surface of the table, the book was lying on the surface of the table. So there are two types of the surfaces. First is the table surface and another is the book surface. So when these two surfaces come in contact, a new types of the force arises which opposes the motion. So which is the sliding on the surface? That is book. So there is a force which is acting on the book and in opposite direction. So this is the direction of the motion. That is the this type of there is a direction, but the frictional force will always in opposite direction. It means the frictional force opposes the motion. So we can perform. Suppose this table is tilted so little, and suppose that this table is tilted. Okay, tilted मतलब थोड़ा सा उठा दिया जाए. Okay, टेबल को अगर थोड़ा सा उठा दे ऊपर और फिर यहाँ पे बुक रखी रहे स्टूडेंट्स, तो आप ऑब्जर्व करोगे. Let's look this activity. So book is always, अब देखिए टेबल को थोड़ा सा टिल्ट कर दिया, उठा दिया ऊपर, ठीक है, तो बुक स्लाइड करेगी, फिसलेगी, हॉरिजॉन्टल सरफेस पे स्लाइड शुरू हो जाएगा. ये स्लाइडिंग क्यों हो रहा है स्टूडेंट्स? दिस इज स्लाइडिंग ड्यू टू द ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स. ये किसकी वजह से हो रहा है? ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स की वजह से हो रहा है. ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स, ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स किस वजह से हो रहा है? ड्यू टू द वेट ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट. वेट ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट. जैसे कोई इंक्लाइंड प्लेन कर दिया जाए, दिस इज द इंक्लाइंड प्लेन. इंक्लाइंड प्लेन जैसे ऐसे है इंक्लाइंड प्लेन, तो इसको यहाँ पे ग्राउंड सरफेस से इसको रखा गया है. दिस इज द इंक्लाइंड प्लेन. ओके, अब यहाँ पे कोई चीज अगर यहाँ पे रख देंगे स्टूडेंट्स, सपोज दैट स्मॉल पार्ट ऑफ द वुड दैट इज प्लेस्ड ऑन दिस इंक्लाइंड प्लेन, so it will begin to slide. So this is the weight, that is mg acting on that ground on the due to the weight of an object which has been placed here. So this is the mg and this is the direction of the motion, but frictional direction will be in opposite direction always. This is the frictional force, opposing force, and this is the force. So dear friends, we can imagine here that weight is just kind of force. Weight is just kind of force. Just kind of force. Weight आपका क्या है? Just kind of force. and ये frictional force यहाँ पे is governed by the gravitational force. So this types of the activity we can perform with the help of the book. Okay students? तो डायरेक्शन ऑफ फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन आपको मैंने एक्सप्लेन कर दिया. डायरेक्शन ऑफ फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन क्या है स्टूडेंट्स? आप समझ सकते हो कि डायरेक्शन ऑलवेज विल अपोजिट डायरेक्शंस. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, अब नाउ लेट अस डिस्क्राइब नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू कॉज ऑफ फ्रिक्शन. डिस्क्राइब करते हैं कॉज ऑफ फ्रिक्शन. कॉज ऑफ फ्रिक्शन, कॉज ऑफ फ्रिक्शन. कॉज ऑफ फ्रिक्शन मतलब फ्रिक्शन के कारण क्या है फ्रेंड्स? जैसे आपने देखा कि कोई अगर कार खड़ी हो किसी ग्राउंड सरफेस पे, कोई एक कार ऐसे मान लो कि कोई कार खड़ी है स्टूडेंट्स. Suppose that the car is lying on the ground surface, okay, and we are trying to push the car. Suppose that car is lying on this ground surface, okay, and we want to push the car and we want to bring the motion on car so that it may be in moving position. So we have to apply the force from this side. Okay. So with the help of our hand, we are applying the force on the car. But this is not toy car. This is the real car. Okay. So the weight of the car, all of you know it very well, that the weight of the car is very heavy. So we are applying the force on the car, but still the car is not moving. The car is not in moving position. So we have to apply greater magnitude of the force, greater magnitude of the force on the car. After some times, the car starts to move. So what was the reason behind it in moving the car? So dear friends, and you can imagine here and you can observe here, dear friends, it means we have to apply the maximum greater amount of the force greater than the frictional force. So the frictional force which arises due to the contact of the tire of the car between the tire of the car and the surface of the ground. So due to that there is a frictional force, and all of you know the nature of the force, that is always in which opposes the motion. That is why we have to overcome the frictional force. So we have to apply the greater force, greater amount of the force, greater magnitude of the force. It means the strength of the force must be greater. So किससे ज़्यादा होना चाहिए? फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स, ये यहाँ पे अराइज हो रहा है. तो इससे ज़्यादा अगर हम फोर्स इसमें लगाएंगे स्टूडेंट्स, तो ये कार स्लाइड करना शुरू करेगी. अगर इससे फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स से कम अमाउंट का फोर्स अगर हम लगाएंगे कार पे, तो कार मूव नहीं करेगी. सो अब आपका क्वेश्चन आ रहा है कि आखिर सरफेस में क्या रहता है. दो सरफेस अगर कांटेक्ट में आते हैं तो फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स अराइज होता है. तो फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स जब ये दो सरफेस के बीच आता है, तो किसी आपने देखा है किसी सरफेस में कम अराइज होता है, किसी में ज़्यादा अराइज होता है फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स, किसी में कम रहता है, किसी सरफेस में ज़्यादा रहता है. तो ये जो ये है डिफरेंशिएशन है, जो अंतर आ रहा है यहाँ पे, ये किस वजह से आ रहा है स्टूडेंट्स? ड्यू टू द सरफेस कंस्ट्रक्शन. अब देखते हैं सरफेस का नेचर. तो फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स जो अराइज हो रहा है काज ऑफ फ्रिक्शन ड्यू टू द ग्रुप्स ऑफ द सरफेस एंड द, जैसे सरफेस का अगर हम बात करें, किसी भी सरफेस की बात करें, सो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, एवरी ऑब्जेक्ट हैज रफ सरफेस. सो द सरफेस में अपीयर टू स्मूथ. आप देखते हो किसी भी सरफेस को तो आपको स्मूथ ही दिखता है, लेकिन उसके इंटरनल अगर स्ट्रक्चर को देखेंगे तो उसमें इंटरलॉकिंग टाइप के ऐसे कुछ स्ट्रक्चर देखने को मिलेंगे, जैसे हिली टाइप के. और ये दिस इज द इंटरलॉकिंग. ठीक है. तो इंटरलॉकिंग, अगर मान लो कोई दूसरा है, ये सरफेस फर्स्ट है, ये पहला ऑब्जेक्ट है, इसका हमने देखा माइक्रोस्कोप से, तो इसका दिखा ऐसा स्ट्रक्चर. एक ऑब्जेक्ट और लाए, उसका भी इंटरलॉकिंग देखा मैंने. फिर ये दोनों इंटरलॉकिंग यहाँ पे फंस जाएंगे. ठीक है. जब ये कांटेक्ट में आएंगे तो इनका इंटरलॉकिंग फंस जाएगा. तो जब इसको ऐसे ऐसे करेंगे, मूव कराएंगे, तो ये क्या होंगे स्टूडेंट्स? फोर्स को अपोज करेंगे. अपोजेस मोशन. तो अब ऐसे जब इंटरलॉकिंग टाइप के दो सरफेस आपस में कांटेक्ट में आएंगे, तो ये क्या करेंगे? मोशन को अपोज करेंगे स्टूडेंट्स. जनरली हम लोग जब नेकेड आई से देखते हैं सीधा सीधा किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट को, तो आपको स्मूथ ही दिखाई देता है. दैट इज द स्मूथ सरफेस. ओके. अब स्मूथ सरफेस ही आपको दिखता है स्टूडेंट्स. So this types of the cause of the friction, that is the total cause of the friction and force of the friction, and we have completely defined about the friction. Okay students, we are totally involved in the description of the friction. So dear students, we can perform an activity also given in the book. So factors affecting the friction. Dear students, all of you have seen spring balance. So dear students, spring balance is the helpful in describing the friction. So spring balance uses application. So these types of the descriptions will be described in next video. and the activity given in the book on page number 214. So all of you have to perform the activity, and the activity given in the book on page number 216. Activity first. So these two activities must be performed from your side. So all of you must perform these two activities given in the book which I have described, and it will be mentioned also in the given homework and assignment which will be given to you. So thank you students for watching today's video. A lot of thanks, and we will meet in next video with the next description, next contact related to the chapter 12. Thank you students. My dear students, take a screenshot of the whole blackboard so that you can get the proper homework assignment that has been given. Take a proper screenshot. Thank you students for taking